Okay, and see, this is the most reason for eating out, and also sometimes happen with my client or resident, people with learning disability. We have in a week one day where we can spend the time together going out and have a meal. But because I'm Italian, I always her or him in Italian restaurant because I know what I'm sure the person can eat properly. So for me, it's important. The food is very important, and also it's important for me because I can meet my friend because I have not much time to spend in, out for meet people. So is an opportunity to see my best friend and have a meal outside. And what can I say, Ada? Um, yeah, then yes, but I prefer to choose a place where I know the kitchen is clean, and I know what ingredients they use. And I'm sure, for example, uh, mm, uh, I have to know exactly, not exactly, but I don't go in where a lot of people, where there's a lot of people. I prefer a small place. For me, it's more comfortable to spend the time in a small place, not busy, busy. And I know because someone else told me, oh, look, in that restaurant you can eat very, very well. So mm, I try. And yes, or also for have a drink, also for celebrate, to especially on Sunday when I can. I like going in a restaurant or in a pub. I really enjoy my first time when I came in England to to taste a steak. I like steak, and yes, I really enjoy, and I had it 10 times, and chips, a little bit, or I try to avoid fish and chips because it's too not healthy for me, not really healthy. Um, but yes, enjoy with all people. But could be also expensive, so you have to monitor your money, monitor your money. And but yes, it's a very. I think it's a very useful eat, eating outside, especially also for people with a mental problem. Is a good to stay together. So yes, I think eating outside could be useful for, for everyone.
Thank you so much, Rosaria. Now we move on to the
I,
question and answer.
thank you for listening. Thank you. Oh, okay. I have
My
a.
name is
Okay.
my name is Tina Hagan Boyson. My learner number is 10827287J. Rosaria. Why
Oh,
young people prefer eating out?
okay. the people, younger people, especially younger people, prefer eating outside because they have not all, but almost have not the skill for cooking. Also because they prefer spending time with friends in a pub, where the environment is more comfortable for them, and they really can enjoy drink, eating. Yes, but the most reason is because they have no skill for cooking. They have no skill for cooking. Um, yes.
Hi, my name is Abdul Hafiz Bashir. My learner number is 108292419. Hi, Rosaria. I have a
Hello.
question for you. Do you think eating out is healthy?
Sorry, say again. Say again.
Do
Sorry.
you, my question is, do you think eating out is healthy?
Healthy. Uh, again, depend of the restaurant, but yes, could be not healthy eaten outside because you don't know the ingredient. Maybe they use too much sugar, too much salt, and flour oil. It's not very healthy. Depend how they cook. Mm, the risk is sometimes is not healthy. Could be not healthy. Depend always which place do you choose for going out. You understand? You understood what I mean? Yes, could be not healthy. No, not always. Not always. Depend.
Thank you so much, Rosaria. We'll now move on to the next learner, who is Tina.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. My name is Tina Hagan Boyson. My learner's number is 10827287G. I'm I'm 35 years of age. Will turn 36 in 2 days' time. I live in Manhattan, around CV10 7GN. My topic is, what are the benefits of cooking at home? Cooking at home is very, very important. From my part of world where I'm coming from, it brings bonding. It encourage the kids to prefer eating at home rather than going out to eat. It helps with, especially those who have got food allergies, encourage healthy eating, promote mindful eating, reduce the need for processed food, especially when you buy food outside. You have no idea if the food has been in the fridge or freezer for a long time and they've warmed it for you. But when you cook at home, you know that you're just cooking the food. It's fresh and it's healthy, and it's it's very good for you to cook at home, especially when you've got young kids at home. Where in the world we live is most often work and home, school. The schedule in this country is so tight that you don't get to get time for your kids. But when you are cooking at home, you bring the kids together, you all join hands in the kitchen. It's a form of bonding, and it makes the kids learn how to cook as well, which will help them in the nearby future. And it's also good at encouraging family time, because it's very real in this country. Your husband will be going and you will be coming, but when you cook food at home, you all join hands together on the table and you all eat a healthy meal. Allow choosing a healthy ingredients. Usually food cooked outside, there's sometimes I'm not sure, I stand to be corrected, but some of the food you eat and you can tell that this food is full of sugar and salt. Whilst when you cook at home, you know the ingredient that is going in, and you can choose a healthy ingredient, which will be of great benefit in order not to end up in a hospital bed. And if your child have got any food allergies, for instance, when you buy food outside the home, they can use in the process of cooking, you have no idea. Maybe they use a cutlery used for ham to serve a cutlery a food for chicken. My daughter in question have got allergies. We have got allergies in ham. So whenever you eat food cooked with ham or anything ham around it, you are going to develop skin disease. But when you cook at home, you know you are not cooking with ham, any harm products. So whatever you cook is healthy, and you will not end up getting any skin allergies. Nutrition wise is very nutritious because when you've cooked the food at home and you know you have to balance the diet, so you know the nutrition that is going in, you know the protein that is going in, and it also cost. To me, cooking at home is less costly because you buy the ingredients in bulk, you cook and reserve some for tomorrow. Whilst if you are to buy the food outside, you wouldn't be able to reduce costs. You have to buy because you are very hungry. Just go enter the shop and whatever you see is ready, you have to buy it because you are hungry. But when you are cooking at home, it's reduced cost. It's flexible cooking at home. Once it's flexible, it's mental. Your mental health is also at peace. Me, for instance, when I'm eating and I'm not sure of what I'm eating, psychologically it's going to dawn on me. But when I know what I've cooked and what I'm eating, it's refreshing my mind, and I know that I cooked this food with this ingredient and this nutrition, so it's good. It's good for me, and you get to measure the ingredient that is going in the food. And what the more you cook in the house, the more you become perfect, and the more you leave a good role model for your kids to also look up to and cook at home as well. Cooking at home sometimes can be stressful, but it is healthy to cook at home. And it's also reduced the risk of food-borne illness, as I said about food allergies. Cooking at home promotes mindful eating. Like I said earlier on, that when you are cooking at home and you know what the ingredient goes in the food, there is no way you will be thinking about, am I sure of what I eat? Cooking at home is to me, it's very delicious because my part of the world, living out here, I'm coming from Africa and living in this in diaspora, it is uncommon to get an African food to eat. But when you have to cook at home, you cook the African dish and you serve your kids with the African dish, and they get to know your culture, as well as they get to learn how to cook, and also your kids are healthy. So if there's something wrong with your child, because you've been cooking at home, you are very much sure of, oh, she's been eating from home. Maybe this is coming from, she went to school and she had a meal at school. So let me call the school and ask what type of meal that was given to my child. But in the case, if you are buying food from outside, you wouldn't know where the particular illness or whatever it is coming from, and you'll be frustrated. So cooking at home gives a clear view of what is happening and what is going on in and out and all that. Cooking at home also improve. It's an exercise to me because when you are at the kitchen and you are cooking, you're moving your hands, you're walking about, exercising your mind. It's even help reduce stress, and also my husband will always say food is number one ingredient. So when you are cooking at home, the number one medicine. So when you are cooking at home and you know what you are eating, indirectly you are taking your medication. If you eat well, there's no way you are going to be poorly. So cooking at home is very good, and I encourage everybody, in as much as cooking eating outside it reduces time and less flexible, you have to as well acquire the habit of cooking at home in order to be able to reduce sickness, and also to create a bond with your family, especially the long one, bringing kids outside the diaspora with cooking at home. It helps the kids to also learn how to cook, and also encourage their descendants to cook at home. Cooking at home is very, very beneficial. It brings bonds, and it's it's a great thing as couple when you cook at home. It brings togetherness with you and your partner. Aside helping partners, cooking at home is very good practice for an African for Africans, not only Africans, even in diaspora. It's very good to cook at home. It's reduce the risk of buying any food anyhow, and it provides a sense of accomplishment, and also encourage family time. Children, it also help with children, especially when you are bringing up children, when they eat at home, it makes them healthier and grow well, as much as it makes them intelligent and makes them smart too. So I will encourage people to eat at home. Thank you. I've come to conclusion of my presentation.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Tina. We'll now move on to the question and answer round.
My name is Abdul Hafiz Bashir. My learner number is 108292419. My question to you, Tina, is why you measure your ingredient when you cooking?
Oh, okay. It's very important to measure ingredients when cooking in order not to contaminate the food. Because if you don't measure and you just pour everything in like that, uh, along the way the food can be contaminated. It's food. It's healthy to eat at home, but it can, if you don't measure your ingredients, it can become poison as well. Thank you.
All right. And my second question is, why do you think eating out is less healthy?
Eating out is less healthy because, to me, because the junk food is becoming more of a thing, especially in this type of the world. So when you eat at home, you get to know you have control over the ingredients, and you get to know uh, what you are eating, as well as your kids, especially the kids, because they spend much of their time outside at school, and at school I don't think that with kids they will not get time to eat a healthy food. They like picking and they like snacking. So when you cook a healthy meal at home for them to eat, it's very healthy and it makes them grow well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Uh, Hello, Tina. I had a question for you, but my number learner is 107899563. I have a question for you. Why is it necessary to be careful when cooking at home?
Thank you for your question. For instance, when you're cooking at home, if you are not careful, you might turn the house upside down by burning the house. You have to be careful. You have to stay at the kitchen make sure you don't leave the kitchen in the process of cooking, because if you leave the kitchen and should the food burn, you can burn the house. Aside that, you have to be careful in measuring the ingredient that is going inside the food, and as well as you don't burn yourself or harm yourself in process. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other questions for Tina?
Mm, no,
Okay,
no.
perfect. So now we'll move on to the next learner, Abdul. Thank you everyone for your questions.
Hi, my name is Abdul Hafiz Bashir. My learner number is 108292419. And today I'm going to talk about the difference between eating at home and eating out. And all of us we know that food is really important in our life. So let's start with eating at home and let's start with the advantages. First of all, eating at home is more nice for people that who enjoy cooking, and in addition, it is healthy as well. So when you cook in home, you will get your ingredients. For example, you go shopping, you get fresh vegetables, you get fresh meat, you get whatever you want. So that is really good. So you will know that what exactly you're going to cook. So and it make it easy to choose the meal that you want to eat. And plus of the it is a bit cheap when you cook in home. So for example, if you spend like 10 or 15 pounds in shopping, you get things that it can make you like for 3 meals. Rather than that, if you go to the restaurant only for one dish, you will pay about 20 pounds or more than that. So I think cooking at home is more cheap and flexible as well. So whenever you come at home, you can cook. You don't need to worry about timing. So and I think as well, you will spend quality time with family as well. So while you're cooking, for example, last week I decided to cook at home. So I went to shopping and then I got some ingredients, I got meat, I got vegetables, and then I come nicely and quietly home. So I start cooking, and my wife she was with me and she helped me a lot, and she was telling me what to cook, what to make. So yeah, we enjoyed that time honestly, and then we made nice food and it was healthy, and both of us we were happy. And let's go to disadvantages. uh, Eating at home it has disadvantages as well. So first of all, let's talk about timing. So we know that all of us we have work, we have study, we have many things to do in our life. So not everyone free to cook at home. uh, so for example, I have a work. Yeah, I go to the work and I come late and my wife she's study. So sometimes she come from college late and I come late as well. So we don't have time to cook. And sometimes when we check our home, we don't find anything that to cook. So you have to go shopping and get things for yourself to cook. And plus of the sometimes the shops are closed, so especially in weekends. So if you come late, it will be hard for you to get like fresh veg or fresh meat, or most of the shop will be closed at that time. So that is disadvantage, I think. And the skills as well. So many people they don't have the skills of cooking, so they don't know how to cook. That mean they don't enjoy to eat at home, which is disadvantage as well. And in addition, you cannot enjoy eating at home as you enjoy eating outside in a restaurant. When you go, for example, if you go out to the restaurant, you will enjoy time with your friends and with family or whatever you go with. And the disadvantage as well is after you cook, you need to clean up, you need to wash the dishes, you need to tie up all your kitchen. So that it takes time as well, and not everyone can do that. And my feeling about all this scenario is, um, I feel is, if you enjoy cooking, you have to cook at home. Just keep it simple, uh, eating at home as a routine, and eating out just in occasions. Um, I'm going to talk about eating out. So, eating out, and I want to talk about the advantages of eating out as well. Okay, the first advantage is it is easy when you go wherever, any restaurant or takeaway. You just take the money or choose the food that you want to eat, and then will be ready. And plus of that, it doesn't take time to cook, so they have everything ready there, and you just take it and eat. And the second advantage is social. Like, for example, when you go out for a birthday or any occasion, so you will invite your friends, you will go with your family or with your kids. So that will be different feeling and will be different uh, different experience as well. So, and then I would like to talk about the different as well in food. So, for example, uh, I'm a Sudanese. I like to eat my food, I mean Sudanese food, but I don't mind that to try different foods. For example, like Indian food, Pakistani food. So I've been last time in a restaurant. I tried Pakistani food, so it was really nice. I enjoy it, and I ate at that time. I remember it's called lamb karahi. That is amazing. And I tried the chapli kebab as well. It's really nice. It's really nice. Yeah, so it become experience to me. So I'm going now to talk about the disadvantage of eating out. The disadvantages is you need to think about money, so could be a bit expensive. So when you think that you're going to eat out, you have to have enough money so to eat out. And then I think it's less healthy because you don't know what ingredient they put and what did they put inside. So you will not be sure that you know what you're eating. I think it is less healthy, and then you cannot control the ingredient. I mean, like sugar or oil, or I know that some people they have allergy from things, specific things like almonds or sesame, or so they cannot control anything there because everything will be ready. And they will say this is our recipe, special recipe, so you cannot change anything inside. So then become your option if you need it or no. So in this case, obviously you will take it. And I'm going to compare the advantages and disadvantages between eating at home and eating out. So as I mentioned earlier that eating at home is save money. So you get you get stuff from shop and it costs you like a few pounds, but if you buy from the restaurant it costs you a lot of money. And about healthy, so the same thing that I say, the home food is more healthy than the restaurant. So in home you know what did you cook, what did you put inside, so that is really makes it uh, comfortable and easy. And then about family, so if you eating at home, it's really good because you can cook a big size of portion for your family, and it will be cheap as well. So as I mentioned earlier, you get the ingredients, so you will make like 3 4 type of food, so that is really good. But if you go to the restaurant, so you cannot get the same amount of food. Um, and plus of that, when you cook in home, you will, you will learn new things. So if you make the food nice or not nice, so you will not mind it. So you can eat whatever you want. So I think in that way is really good eating at home. And if you have a kids as well, you can teach them how to cook so they can help themselves in future. So okay, I'm going to talk about eating out as well. So for example, when you go for celebrating birthday, or if you're going to try new food. So uh, in conclusion, use home food is better than you eating outside. As I mentioned earlier, that so eat at home, just make it as a routine, and eat out, just make it as an option. So whenever you want to go and eat out. So this is the end of my presentation, and thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Abdul. Now we move on to the question and answer round. Uh, Learners, you may begin with asking your question.
Okay, I have a question for Abdullah. How often do you eat out?
Actually, I go for occasions, or sometimes I just go like once a week or twice. I go to try new food, and I go to just change my routine with my family. So it's really good to do that time by time. And thank you so much for your question.
Welcome.
Okay, please, I'm Tina Igamboisin. My learner number is 1082728872. Abdul, please, why do you think eating out is less healthier?
Thank you, Tina, for your question. Why eating out is less healthier? So the reason behind that is you don't know the ingredient that they put in food. As you mentioned in your presentation, that you say you got allergic from palm oil, so you don't know what they put in food. So may they fry, for example, the chips on the palm oil, so that it will be not good to you. So, and I think that as well, you cannot control the sugar, you cannot control the salt, and you cannot control the other ingredient that it affect you. I think eating out is less healthier. So comparing to eating at home, you know that whatever you put in your meal, so that it makes you more comfortable to eat it. And
Thank,
thank you so much for your question.
thank you for the answer.
Thank you. Welcome.
Everyone, do we have any other questions for Abdul?
No,
Mm,
thank you.
Not personally.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of the first part of our SLC assessment for today. We'll take a short break now and then begin with the group discussion. Thank you so much for participating, everyone.
Thank you.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Well,
Yay,
difficult.
that's a big part. I was
When they
so
give a result,
sorry.
when they will give a result.
Oh, you will get your result very soon, like in a couple of days. We do have one more part of it left, though.
What you say? What?
In like like in a couple of days, you will get your result. Now
Okay.
we'll go to the group discussion part.
Mm,
Do you remember the group discussion part?
No.
It's very simple. So you just repeat. You can repeat some points. You can take some points, we will just we like it's like 10 minutes all together. I know there's another part,
No,
Rosaria.
please, what I have to do, give me time because I don't know, I don't understand. Where I need to catch your email because I don't know what I have to do now.
Yeah, don't worry. It's the same topic. All you have to do is the topic is it better to eat out or cook at home? So you just have to give your opinion on that for three
Okay,
to four
okay,
minutes.
okay,
Very
okay.
easy. It's very easy. Don't worry.
No,
Okay,
no,
let
okay,
me just
okay.
down. Also, sorry that the recording things it spoke between you were speaking. I know it would have been like a little disturbance, so sorry about that. But you did really well.
Thank
All
you.
of us like the question answer round I was so stressed about, but it went very smoothly. So thank you all for,
No,
cooperating.
you did very well. I was supposed to wait for you to come first. I was a bit tense. At some point, I wanted to break.
But you did
Yeah,
so well
totally did it
yourself.
so
Yeah,
well.
both
Yeah.
of,
I
in fact,
can.
all of you did really well, and especially the way, you all got in your personal experiences. You talked about your life and how it. So I think that's what they want to see. So you met all the requirements. Don't worry. I know the feeling. It's always going to be that I could have done more. So that's
Yeah.
totally valid. 20th November. Okay. Let's just decide for the group discussion round. We just need to make it reach like 14 to 15 minutes total. So even if all of you
Okay.
speak for 3 to 4 minutes, that'll be good. You have to give your opinions, and at the end, we have to group come to a group conclusion. So you all either have to decide is eating out better, or eating at home better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let Rosaria start. She'll start with her 3 4 points, like 3 4. She'll speak for 3 4 minutes about whether she likes eating out or eating at home. Then we'll move on to you. You will give your opinions, and then we'll move on to you. Because you will be the last person, you would have to do the conclusion.
Okay.
During the conclusion, you just have to take a couple of points from her. From her, you can be like, so as Rosaria mentioned, she prefers eating out. I agree to that because this. So in
Yeah.
conclusion, you just have to like take a few points, and then in between, you can also jump in. That agreed, Abdul. I think that is so right. I completely agree with that, and then you can bring it. So it has to look like a group conclusion. So you say your individual parts, and then towards the end, we do a group conclusion together. And then by the end of it, he will ask, do we all agree to the conclusion? And you all have to say yes. You just have to say yes, and then you have to say yes. I know it's too much information for you. You just do your 3 to 4 minutes pointers in the beginning, and I think that should be pretty good. Sounds good? I know you're online, so it's a little more difficult, but don't worry, you're doing well.
Have ADHD. Too
Oh,
much.
no.
In this,
Too much information. No, no, it's okay. It's okay now. It's okay. I know what I have to say. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Perfect.
Okay, tell me
Yes.
when I can start.
talk about eating out is very good, or is it the pros and cons? Like,
So you can compare. So remember when I was reading out the instructions, I said that two advantages and two disadvantages. So that's how we structure it usually, that you can say both sides, and then towards the end, maybe show your preference towards one side more.
okay,
So you can be like, while both of them have their advantages, I do feel like eating out can be very expensive. And, as someone who is a mother, I know how much my children it's harmful for my children to eat out. So you can connect it with your life, your experiences. I've moved to a different country, so if I were you, I would say stuff like, but because I'm in a new country, cooking at home always can be very like it can be depressing after a point, because I'm just cooking for myself and I miss my family. So sometimes I just feel like eating out and not dealing with that. You have to give your own subjective opinions on that. So group discussion is entirely about what you feel. But I do feel like we should decide whether we're going to whether towards the end he's going to talk more about eating out or eating in. So that's it's a group conclusion together. What would you prefer? Which side?
both sides.
But still, if you had to pick
Eating,
one a bit more,
eating at home.
eating at
Eating
home,
at home,
right?
yeah.
I think even during your presentation, you had pros more for eating
Yeah.
at home. So as a group, we'll conclude while eating out is really amazing, and it can have like it's very good to do that occasionally. Like If it's someone's birthday or if it's a special occasion, eating at home should be the normal. It should be like, just
Yeah.
frame it in this way, and
Yeah.
then you guys can say, we totally agree to that. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
So, Rosaria, just to give you a little bit of brief, Abdul will do the conclusion for us. So, when Abdul will do the conclusion as a group, he'll do the conclusion for us. All what you need to do is, first I'll read out the instructions, then I'll point at you. So you just have to say, in my opinion, and then you mention whether you prefer eating out or eating at home. You can even say pros and cons of both and then be like, oh, I prefer eating out more. So it totally depends on you.
So you will tell me when I can talk, eh? So, okay.
I will do this. Yeah, I'll do this, and then you
Ah,
just speak for 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll
yeah,
move
yeah.
on to. Okay, no questions or answers this round.
No, no,
It's
no, no,
just
no, no. Okay, okay, okay.
okay. Any questions for me, Rosaria?
No, no. Just introduce, and
Yeah.
then I will, when you give me a word, I can talk about.
Yes, and before you begin, say your name and learner number this time so that it flows well. Okay, like you did previously.
Yeah, okay. I'm ready. Already. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank
Okay.
you. It's recording, right? Yeah, it's recording. Are we ready though? We're ready. We have all the points. Okay, and Tina, I know I can just feel that energy because I am so similar to you. I feel that way during an exam as well. That oh, I could have done better, but you're doing an amazing job. Trust me. And I'm the invigilator. I'm going to be marking you. So if I'm telling you you're doing well, trust me, you're doing really well. So don't worry about anything. If you have any questions, ask me now so that we have everything clear on the table and we ace it.
Okay, so me, I'm solely going to talk about eating at home. It's good than eating outside.
Yeah, so you can say all the advantages and compare it with eating out. Like
Mm.
a little bit mention about eating out as well that, oh, but it's so expensive or, it's so unhealthy. And then so that they know that you know the topic, but you prefer eating at home.
Yeah,
Sounds good?
yeah.
Abdul, any questions for you? I know you've been given a very important task of
Yeah,
doing
no
the conclusion,
problem. No
but
problem. Yeah.
trust me, I know you're going to do well.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Tina will jump in as well in between. Just also make sure you do like a little bit of this that when the presentation is going, when the group discussion is going on, you mention, as Tina rightly mentioned, or as Abdul previously mentioned, or as Rosaria mentioned, so that it seems a little more cohesive, like a group. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I'm sorry that I keep looking at this phone in between. I just have to keep
No,
like
no.
being in touch with her as well. So don't mind me doing that. I'm gonna take this for now so that I can read your names again.
Yeah.
Tina Hagen Boyson.
Yeah, Tina Hagan voicing.
Hagan Boyson. Good afternoon, everyone. We have now completed the individual presentations. We will now begin the group discussion. We have the following learners taking part in the group discussion. Abdul Hafiz Bashir, learner number 108292419. Tina Hagen Boyson, learner number 108272879. And Rosaria Fabrini, learner number 107899563. The topic for this discussion is it better to eat out or cook at home? In this discussion, learners will compare eating out with cooking at home. They can talk about the advantages of eating out, such as convenience, variety, and celebrating special occasions, as well as the benefits of cooking at home, including saving money, eating healthier food, and spending time with family. The group can share their own habits and preferences, then weigh up the positives and negatives before agreeing on which is better overall. During the discussion, remember to speak clearly, give examples, and build on each other's points. You can use phrases like, I agree, do we all think the same, or I'd like to add to that. Each of you should aim to speak for around 2 to 3 minutes at a time. Each of you must contribute equally. Let's now begin with the group discussion.
Hello, everyone. Again, my learner number is 107899563. The question is better to eat outside or eating at home. My opinion is that one reason to eat at home is that it is usually healthier and it is also more cheaper. Is could be more convenience because you can have the control of all ingredients that you are using for that particular meal. You can dose all ingredients and you can decide how much sugar, how much salt, how much oil, which kind of oil you can use. And personally, for my experience, life experience, because I'm diabetic, I prefer now because I do very a lot of attention what I eat, what I'm eating, and I prefer it at home because usually I buy a lot of vegetable. I try to to buy healthy food, and also I'm not eat a lot of meat, and I like. And then, honestly, I really enjoy cooking. I live by myself, so I like doing shopping and make lunch, dinner for the day after when I go to work. And yeah, definitely you can save a lot of money because if you imagine if you spend a lot of day in the week going out for dinner or lunch, how much you spend? Everything is so expensive. So I really going out just for a special day, or if I wanted to meet my friend, um, I I I go out and another way. No, I like enjoy cooking and also yes, I like cooking healthy food, healthy juice, healthy veg, and also prepare for all week. If I can have time, I want it to prepare for 2 or 3 days, and I can bring it to at work because it's better if I do my stuff and not eat what the other people eating. So it, see, yes, it is, yes, convenient. You have a control of ingredient, what you eat, and it's more cheaper, uh, healthy, very healthy food. Yeah, this is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Tina Higan Boyce. My learner number is 1082728879. The topic is cooking at home and eating outside. Which one is healthier? And I still stand as cooking at home is healthy than eating outside. Even though, as Rosaria said earlier on, that cooking outside help with bonds and the kids enjoy eating with their friends. To me, it's also an addiction eating outside because with these kids, this new kid, the Gen Z kids, eating at home, they go one, they go two, and they would love to go out eating all the time. And here in the world where we work and pay bills, I prefer eating at home because if they go out and eat more time, which means we always have to make an account of outside eating money, which will drain us financially with everything going up in the world. Eating in the house is healthier because you get to control the portion, you get to balance your diet, you have control of your intake and your outtake, nutrition wise, cost wise, controlling of everything, time efficient, and lifestyle. Lifestyle can be it's a form of therapy and bonding activity, improving mental health, well-being, and strengthening relationship at home with both you and your kids and your husband. In terms of control, you control the size you take and the hygiene also take place because you when you are cooking at home you get to wash your hands at every point. You don't just cross take things from put it in the bin, you don't wash your hands and you the food. No. When you are cooking at home, you are very cautious of what you are doing. You get to wash your hands well, you get to do everything well because you know you are cooking for yourself. As I stated earlier on that food is medicine. If food is medicine and you are doing it at home, you take your time and you do it well for yourself. And cost wise, buying raw material, raw ingredients and general is generally cheaper because if you buy ingredients in bulk, for instance, I buy my ingredients bulk in wholesale market. So in the month, I buy bulk ingredients and I cook it in portion. And whenever I cook, I make sure I cook in large quantity, eat for the week, which is less costly than eating outside because the £10 or the £20, if you are to eat outside, let's say we are eating outside with my kids and my husband, my kids alone will cost £12, while me and my husband. So in all, we can spend like £30 outside eating at home for just a meal. Meanwhile, when I use that £30 to cook at home, it can take us like two days or even more depending on the type of food you are preparing. So I stand at eating at home is healthier, cost wise is cheaper, and also to me it prevents us from getting any unknown illness and I get control over whatever goes inside the food. And because I'm cooking at home and we're eating at home, I get to balance our diets. Let's say in the morning we had tea, in the evening it will control the cholesterol level and also mix it with fruits and make sure everybody is healthy to get a peace of mind. It saves time in order not for somebody to be poorly to run the person to the hospital later. So eating at home is very healthy in all. And also nutrition will have total control over the ingredients, allowing you to manage sodium, sugar, fat, and cholesterol intake, and also fresh whole meals. When you are eating at home, it helps, especially with men, they don't have time taking care of themselves. But if you are eating at home and you know what he is eating, you get to balance his diet by saying, in the morning, I saw you eating bread, so you can't have bread in the afternoon because you have to make sure that nobody is growing obese and everybody is growing within the BMI grade. So it helps in all that, especially with kids, their energy level, you've got to control it by giving them their balance diet, watching what they eat, making sure in between they snack to get the quantity and the quality of nutrients they need to grow. Eating at home is essential. So I still stand at eating at home is healthier than eating outside. Thank you. Come to conclusion of me.
Uh, Thank you very much, Tina. My name is Abdul. My learner number is 108292419. And thank you both for your opinion. Um, I think that I agree with you in many points, as you mentioned here. You mentioned, Tina, eating at home is more healthier, and you rather you said that uh, eating out is more expensive. So I agree with both of you guys. My opinion here is eating out is more expensive, as you mentioned earlier. And what I want to say is it's enjoyable as well, because when we go with family, when we go with friends, so we will have quality time outside. And plus of that, we will try different foods. We can try like, for example, Chinese food. I never tried it, but I would like to try it once. So I think, yeah, that is really good. It's really good to try different food. And in your point, Tanya, so you said eating at home, it has many advantages. You're right in that point. So I agree with you. So eating at home is more cheaper, and you can get many things, as you mentioned earlier, that in a few pounds. So you can make different foods. You can make like three, four type of dishes. So that is really advantage, big advantage. And rather, you mentioned that earlier as well. You said you cannot control the ingredients in food. So I agree with you in that point as well. So you cannot control the sugar or fat or oil. So I think you make a good note there as well. So, and Tina, again, you said eating out also is a little bit expensive. Yeah, I disagree with you in this point as well. So why? The reason behind that, because we need to change, we don't need to just eat in the same dishes every day in home. So sometimes we need to, take some money out, so to spend it. And we need to try different things, and even the kids will be happy as well when you go out. So they will, obviously, they will change their mood as well. So yeah, and
Abdul, can I please come in?
yes, no worries.
Okay.
Come.
Based on my experience, my personal experience, my
Yes.
sister came from Africa. And I took my sister to a Chinese restaurant. After having the meal,
Yeah.
my kids enjoyed it all right. My sister not knowing anything about allergies, she's not aware of any allergies now. She had a meal and she was rushed to the hospital. She was doing both normal vomiting and diarrhea, and they have to run a lot of tests to see what really happened. Even though we all had the same meal, that is why I'm saying I stand on saying eating at home is healthier, because in an area where you have no known of any allergies you have, and you go outside and eat outside. Assuming, let's take my sister's issue scenario for instance, because she was poorly outside after eating the Chinese food, she was rushed to the hospital. She spent 3 days at the hospital,
Yeah.
assuming she have to go to work and she's at the hospital. She can't go to work.
Right.
So, in my opinion, yeah, you are right. Eating outside can bring bond and all that, especially occasionally. But I still stand at eating at home is good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for explaining that to me. I can see that you mentioned really clearly what you want to tell me, and in some point you are right. In some point you are right. So, what do you think if you go out with your family, and because you know what they can eat, right? So your kids or your sister or whatever, and sorry for hearing that you said she got sick. So my question here is, what do you think if you order her like something to drink only because you know her that she has allergy from food? So you can, for example, you can give her some drinks, physic drink or anything. You come to enjoy. You are not thinking that just only about food. I need just to eat food. No, it doesn't mean like that. So you can give her anything to drink and you can enjoy your food. So this will be, I think, okay. What do you
Okay,
think about
Abdul,
this?
thank you for your opinion.
Yeah,
I rest my case.
right.
Uh, Hello. I would like to say something else about what I said before. I said that for me it's better eating at home. But I would like to say also depend also our age. For example, I'm 59 and I really enjoy spending my time by myself at home alone. I can cook what I want, and this honestly doesn't mean that I'm not. I spend less money respect going out because honestly I spend a lot of money for food because usually I'm going to do the shopping food for example, where I live in Marco Spencer. No, I just buy what I really need, and usually, if you see my trolley, what is the trolley? Trolley, you can see that I buy veg, carbohydrate, and protein. Always, I'm I do like this. And yeah, different. The younger people, they really enjoy going out and meet the other guy. They really enjoy. It doesn't matter how much they spend. Usually, they spend the money for takeaway, for pizza, and they really enjoy. In a pub for a drink, for a meal, and they really enjoy. For me, I have a different age. So I enjoy to cooking. I can decide how much sugar, I can decide what ingredient. For example, in my house, you will never see curry, cumin, or something like this because I don't like, no. But mm, you can see other, no. So this is another reason. Age is important to decide it out on.
Uh, thank you thank you very much, Rosa, and thank you very much, Tina, for that. So we all agree that eating in home and eating out both has advantage and disadvantages, but we say that eating at home is more healthier and more cheaper and more flexible for us as well, and we can make special what we need to eat. And we mentioned that eating out, it could be more expensive and the food will be not healthier. So we all agree that the food that we eat in home is more healthier and more cheaper. I think this is my opinion, our opinion. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with all of you. Um, I've come to go based on your explanation, based on Abdul, your explanation, and Rosie, your explanation. I, Tina Boysen, I agree with you. Because you have to let the kids try different meals as well. Just like you have to be careful and know which one to eat out there. Um,
All right.
so yeah,
Okay. Thank
we
you
all
very
agree.
much. Do you agree
Also,
with us,
I
Rosa?
have
Do you
another,
agree?
another thing is important. Also, I said the age, but also the culture. For example, in Italy, we are not going out often like here.
Yeah, I can see that point as well. Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
nice to meet out and change from your routine. And thank you very much that for your explanation and thank
yeah.
you for
Welcome.
the ideas that you shared with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for all of your points and for participating in the group discussion. This brings us to the end of the speaking, listening, and communication assessment for today. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you.
You.
Good job, everyone. We're done with it.
I hope I
Yay!
passed. You need to give me, I need some explanation for you about the writing. Writing
Okay,
is
so I will,
see,
yes.
and I needed to ask you another thing about my course that I'm doing.
Okay, so I'm going to give you
See,
a call.
I call you.
Also, I will send you a picture of this. You have to sign and send it back to me.
See, in the picture. Okay, okay, okay.
I will send it to you on WhatsApp. Okay, I will just talk to you after this.
See,
This
okay,
is done. Done.
okay. We
Okay. Bye
close.
bye. Thank you for joining.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.